My name is Rich Friedman, and I'm the food service manager at East Jackson Elementary School in Jackson County. And as you can see, we're in my kitchen, so probably not too dissimilar from what you're used to and what your people are used to working in. And that's the whole purpose of what we're doing today. We're taking 3 of perhaps our most popular of the Georgia grown recipes from this past school year, and we're going to show you really how easy it is to go ahead and do these things. Sometimes I know some of the staff will look at a new recipe and they'll get a little shook up. There's really no reason for it. Everything is simple. We design the recipes that way, and even the ones that require a little bit of preparation or work, as we'll indicate today, are very, very doable. So bear with us, and I hope you enjoy the preparation of these things, and I hope that, more importantly, that you enjoy making these back at your locations. First recipe we have today is roasted root vegetables, and of all the recipes we did this year, this was far and away the most popular. The kids really went after this, and that's a bit of a surprise with root vegetables. You wouldn't expect that kids would enjoy turnips, red potatoes, or even carrots as much as they did. And I think the trick is that, one, they're roasted, they get great color and great sweet flavor, and the second is that our seasoning is ranch dressing. And what kid doesn't like ranch dressing? So what we're doing is we're going to cut these vegetables. We're going to toss them lightly in some olive oil, and there's some great Georgia grown olive oil available to you if you can get a hold of some. Otherwise, regular vegetable oil is fine. And we're going to sprinkle it with the ranch dressing, toss it to coat, lay it out on a sheet pan. We're going to roast it, and we'll get to show you what that looks like, and hopefully you'll get a chance to have your kids really, really enjoy this recipe. So red potatoes, they've been rinsed. Make sure we have no dirt on them. And we want to cut the 3 vegetables we're using, the red vegetables, the red potatoes, the carrots, and the turnips. We want to cut them into similar sizes so that they cook evenly and they're aesthetically pleasing after they've been cooked. So we're going to leave the skin on. We're not going to peel them. There's lots of vegetables and nutrients in the skin, and it also gives us good color. So we're going to go ahead and just cut these. And we're going to use what I would say would be a large dice, okay, large chunks. And we're going to do that with all 3 of our vegetables, okay? So potatoes, right? Turnips, and all I want to do is make sure that that heavy root is cut off. Otherwise, we're going to leave the skin on as well. Okay, and we're going to cut them into the same size chunks that we did our potatoes. Okay, probably a good thing if your staffs are not used to cutting a lot is that you get somebody who is adept at it and have a good training session, so everybody is safe and feels confident in cutting things with good form and good technique so that we don't catch any fingers or anything else. Okay, so there's our turnips and potatoes, and next is our carrots. So I have some carrots that are already peeled here. And again, obviously the carrot is going to taper, thick end, thin end. We want to make sure that we cut so that even the thin sizes are good sized chunks. So as I get to that tapered end, I'm going to cut a little bit longer pieces to give me a little more mass and sort of keep it even. Okay, so there's our 3 vegetables, okay? And what we're going to do is we're simply going to toss them in a bowl. These vegetables are available Georgia grown throughout most of the school year. There are seasons for them, and some of your local suppliers may even be able to provide them peeled and diced already, but that's something that you can source out if you have got that locally. So we're going to add our olive oil, okay, and we are going to add our ranch dressing. Okay. I like to use my hands, so I'm going to put some gloves on. And you know, while the recipe is already ready to go with for you with measurements, there's nothing here that is critical. Okay, so if you had slightly less oil or slightly more oil, if you used a little bit more of the ranch dressing, that's fine. What we want to do with the oil is make sure that we're coating the vegetables so that they'll hold the seasoning. We don't want them sitting in standing oil, so you want to be judicious and really just enough to coat the vegetables. Okay, all right. So that's what we're looking like. All right, nice and coated in that ranch dressing that the kids love. We're going to put this on a sheet pan and we're going to pop it in the oven. So obviously, we're not going to, the recipes are set for 100, 150, things of that sort. And for ease of preparation here and ease of showing you how it's done, we're not doing quantity recipe. So obviously that was not enough vegetables for 150 kids, but we wanted to be able to show you how it's done. So they're in the oven. We've got the oven on at about 375 to 400 degrees. And what's going to happen is we're going to roast them until they have good color and they're done. Okay? Depending on your ovens and how they work, whether they're convection or regular ovens or combi ovens, you'll have a better idea of what the time frame is. Generally, this will take about 20 to 25 minutes in an oven. But again, when folks in my kitchen ask me how long do we cook it, my usual answer is until it's done. So good color, done through, and you can certainly taste a piece to make sure that it's done. And when all is said and done, you'll have a really, really nice dish that the kids are going to enjoy. What we've done at East Elementary is we've done tastes for this so that the kids can actually taste a little bit to see if they like it, and then they come through the serving line. So if they like it, they can pick it up on the line. That's been really, really helpful in getting kids to eat these things, not just to taste them. And as I say, this was a very popular dish.